Hello, Billy back. I am making a soap today scented in lemongrass and Persian lime from Aroma. It is an amazing scent. If you make soap, you've definitely got to try this one if you haven't already. So I've just blended my lye solution into my oils and my milk. So it's just barely emulsified. And I'm going to pour off probably just a bit under half. I'm not measuring anything. I made a soap video yesterday for everybody, but I had so many interruptions, my goodness. I couldn't be bothered trying to splice all the different videos together for how many times I had to stop filming. Okay. Now to that I'm going to be adding some chestnut mica from Bath Bomb World. See what colour that comes out at. Probably as dark as I wanted. I'm just going to blend it up a bit more. It's thickening up quite nicely there. Let's clean it off the stick blender. And I'll just pour it into the mould. I've got a new phone, so I've got an Apple now. I had a Samsung before, and I knew how to work my app on the Samsung phone, but I can't get the same app with the Apple, so I'm still trying to work out how to use it. And also with videoing, with the Samsung, I could push pause in my video. So far I haven't worked out how to do it. I can't see a pause button on this phone while I'm videoing, so I'm just going to have to try and edit out certain parts. I've just installed iMovie onto my phone, so that's what I'll be using to try and make this video. I'll leave that sit there for a minute. Now I've got some resplendent mica from My Mica Obsession in a little strainer here. I'm just going to tap that over the top as a little pencil line, mica line. Hopefully I don't get any interruptions making videos today. Charlotte's gone to town with her dad, so I'm not expecting any visitors, so we should be good. There we go. So hopefully that'll set up a bit for me while I get the rest ready. So I have 3 containers. This one has chartreuse mica. This one has Wellington mica. They're both My Mica Obsession. And the last one has got the chestnut mica from Bath Bomb World. So I'm just going to add a little bit of soap batter to each of those. It's starting to thicken up on me now. My recipe with the milk, the water discount and the hard oils doesn't stay fluid for overly long, unfortunately, but it's got to work with it. So I'll just give all of these a stir. I had the Micas in there mixed with a little bit of olive oil, so I shouldn't need to stick blend this, just stir it in. And then to my main batter, I'm going to add some titanium dioxide, and I will be stick blending that up, otherwise it won't turn white. So I have some water soluble titanium dioxide mixed with a bit of water, of course. Pour that in there. A stick blender. Air bubbles out. I need to get a new stick blender. It's on the list. This one keeps detaching itself from the shaft, and I think from memory there was a recall on these anyway. These were from Target, and where I hold on to the stick blender, when it gets hot, it's actually got fingerprints in the shaft, like I've shrunk the plastic a little bit. So I think it's well and truly time to trade it in. So I'm just going to do an in the pot swirl with these colours. Make sure I get every last bit out. Because I probably won't be saving any for the top. It'll probably set up a little bit too much to dribble it on top. So just get it all out now. Pour from up high. Hopefully get it down to the bottom of the batter there. Now I believe this colour morphs a bit and should change back to yellow. It's kind of looking quite orange now. Hopefully my base is set up enough to pour this on top without it breaking through. This scent, honestly, you have got to try it if you haven't already. Okay. Just use my spatula that I had for the chestnut colour. It's a bit smaller and it fits in better. I'm just gonna, oh, you can't quite see, you'll see in a minute when I get to that part. My mould's quite long, so it doesn't quite fit in the frame completely. Hopefully I'm not breaking through the surface underneath. Gently pouring it in. I don't know if this angle's any better either. I was filming before from the side. Now I've got the camera up on the shelf above me. Hopefully you're able to see a little bit better what I'm doing at this angle. Can't now, of course, you can just see the top of the bowl, but the other thing with this new foam on my Samsung, I could put any length video onto my YouTube, and now it's telling me if it's over 15 minutes I can't. So I'm not sure if there's a way around that or not. Otherwise I'm going to have to edit them all down to 15 minutes and under. Now I'm going to thump this on the floor. I would pause you, but I can't as yet work out how to do that. So I'll be back in just a minute. Here we go. Now the only other thing I'm going to do to this is just a little bit of a swirl on the top with my kebab stick. Just like that. And I think we'll just leave it there, and I will come back tomorrow and show you what it looks like on the inside, and if it all works out I'll show you what I'm doing to decorate it. So thanks very much for joining me to cut the lemongrass and Persian lime loaf of soap. I'll just cut it in half first. It's a little bit awkward to handle otherwise. We'll go that way. Beautiful. So there we go. You can see the gold mica line in the middle. Nice swirl on the top and enough room down the bottom for what I have planned to do next. Just cut one more because I'm sure they will all be the same. And I'll bring you back for the next step. To finish these bars off, I've got a stamp here. I got this from Cheapest Chips in their craft section, and I've got some more of the resplendent mica that I used for the mica line. I just got it on a piece of baking paper. I'm just making sure I get some mica all over the stamp. Choose which side I prefer. And then on the bottom half, rocking it backwards and forwards with a little bit of pressure. And there we go. I think that finishes them off quite nicely. So thanks once again for joining me, and I will see you on the next video.